Yeah! Hola amigos, my name is Nettie Bailon and I'm a full-time content creator based out of San Diego, California. Most of my content is dedicated to inspire others by doing, which is a slogan that basically I live by. My brand name is the Pivot Co Hub, which is basically a hub that houses all my creative work, from running my podcast, my YouTube channel, my clothing brand, to any creative work basically is all hubbed here. Of course, it hasn't always been that way. I, like most people, held a job for 11 plus years, probably more than that. At a job that I hated, you know, attached to golden handcuffs and working for corporate America. I've worked since I was 14, have all kinds of jobs under my belt with a heavy background in sales, customer service, and management. I worked for the wireless industry for majority of my adulthood. Between AT&T and Verizon, I did about 14 years total. And I've always done some type of creative work or passion project outside of that, on my downtime, on my own time. I never really got to fully commit to any of that until around when the pandemic hit. The pandemic really led me to really chase my passions after just realizing, you know, that life is just too short. So I went heavy on TikTok for about a year, and before I knew it, without even realizing it, my TikTok basically became my portfolio. And on a random day, one of my days off, I get a phone call saying, you know what, we're gonna have to let you go due to corporate realignment, whatever. But basically, the 11 plus years that I did at this company was completely stripped away from me, just basically pulled a rug from under me. And in that moment, normally, had that been, you know, a few years prior, even a few months prior, if I wouldn't have been in the mental state and had the momentum of building content on a day-to-day basis, because I was making content every single day, I think my reaction would have been different. But the fact that I had already built momentum into building content and kind of just chasing this thing, not really knowing where I was gonna go with it, if it was gonna lead me anywhere, I basically took that information, and instead of being stressed out and worried, it was like a sigh of relief. And I knew I was never gonna leave that job unless it was this kind of scenario. And this was a best case scenario because basically they gave me a severance check, they paid me all my vacation time, which I had a lot. And they said, you know, you can come back in 6 months if you want to, you're rehirable, blah, blah, blah. And I took that as a sign. Yeah, I could go back in 6 months, but the goal was never to go back in 6 months. Therefore, I continued on building content, and then I started connecting with brands, started networking, and soon behold, I basically found my dream job at a startup company, which is called Universe. And it's just funny how the universe works. I feel like that comes full circle. I'm now a full-time content creator for that company where I make content for TikTok, amongst Assist, the social media manager there as well. For me, documenting, you know, my life, and as this journey progressed of me chasing becoming a content creator, which is something that I didn't know anything about. I was just kind of doing anything that really my heart desires and making anything that my heart desires. It's important for me to have more people that look like me, Latina, part of the LGBT community around me, and doing the things that they love and chasing their passions and scratching that itch, whatever that is that you have a passion for, or that thing that you're constantly thinking about, to do those things. If I can do anything to assist other people, this is why I create content online. I want people to feel hope. There is a space for us. I'm a firm believer in if everyone was doing what they loved or had a passion for, the world would be a better place. And I hope that if you did land on this video and you watch this video, you feel inspired and you get out there. Remember, done is better than perfect, and slow progress is better than no progress. Hope to see you online somewhere. Peace.